Hey everybody, what's crack-a-lackin'? Hey Wise Jen, this if you could give me yours, I will email you and we'll try it that way. If not, we could talk in the moderator chat. Okay, so all right guys, we got some stuff going on. I ain't been here for a minute. Thank you guys for showing up. So quickly on the notifications. You guys are awesome. Always have been. Let me get through this real quick, and then I'll go into a little bit about at the end of this why I haven't been here. Can I get a 5 for 5 in there? If anybody can, that would be awesome. So okay, good to see you too. Okay, thank you, Wise Jen. I'll do that. Thank you. All right. Okay, so listen, guys. This is what they're calling this a superstorm, and we'll go over this a little bit. But check that out. This is it. You don't get to see it very bright here very often, but we'll go over that here in a little while. We're also under a geomagnetic storm warning for tomorrow. That's G1 level storm. We will check that out here in just a second. This is the CME that caused it right here. Boom. So they got that hitting about midday, kind of late day really, tomorrow. So we'll check that out later. This is NASA's version of that same model. NASA's got this thing hitting us a lot harder. So I don't know what the difference is for all that. And I will stop and say hi to you guys here in a little while. But anyway, so you got this. I'm going to take some advice from my brother Jammer. I'm going to just stick to this. I'm going to start doing some different stuff. But check that out. We're going to go deeper into that here in just a minute. I'm not making any claims at all on this, and I'll show you why here in just a few minutes. But that was very interesting, and I'll show you guys why. That was in that superstorm. Okay, that came off of, right in the middle of that super CME. Forgive me if I'm a little bit off here a little bit. But this is from a different satellite. This is from Stereo A. So we'll take a deeper look at that. Also, guys, here Dr. Tony Phillips over here is talking about the geomagnetic storm. Okay, he's got it as a watch right now, but here in a couple hours they'll change that to a warning because it's going to be imminent within 24 hours that they think it's going to hit. You can also see this, and we got some interesting stuff too to go where I've been here for a minute. And I'm going to go back a couple days and show you some stuff that really nobody really talked about. Our second moon. The Chinese sent something up there and took some pictures of it. And I know there's controversy always around that kind of thing. I'm just going to report on it and show you some images probably tomorrow on that. But yeah. Okay, so anyway, guys, let me run this. I'm going to run this, run my intro here, and we'll get a little bit deeper. All right, guys? Okay, guys. So, yeah. So this is that storm that happened on the 8th, and this is on Soho. What's Soho? It's just a satellite 1,000,000 miles closer to the sun than what we are. We're out there. We're doing it, right? So that's what you got. And we don't get to see, basically it's from our perspective, by the way, and this is a disc. But we don't get to see these really bright images very often on these coronagraphs. And when you do, you have to stop and take notice because, I'm going to pause it right there. You have to stop and take notice because that means it's pretty dense. Yeah, back at you. I'll stop and say hi to everybody in a few minutes, guys, okay? I don't want to get stuck doing that because once I start doing that, I'll be distracted. I'm going to get through the space weather stuff, and at the end, I'll talk to you guys, and we'll get us a roll call here in a minute. But so you got this density right here. This is very high dense material. It was not coming at the Earth, okay? It did not hit us. And, some of us would consider it lucky. Some of us would consider it, if that would have hit us, I'm going to bring it back down to here and show you guys how dense that actually was. And when we see these are typically very, very concentrated. like, and when I say concentrated, I'm talking like in a very, very, like just small area. It's compacted. There's a lot, and that's why it's so dense. There's a lot of material from the sun there in a little small area. So the chances of it hitting anything really are kind of small because of that. But when they do hit, it could really, if that was to hit us directly, that would have been at the very least a G5. I mean, seriously. It was just too dense for it not to be. It probably wouldn't even have mattered what the BZ was. Okay, what we look for on the -6 end of things. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But as you can see, this is SOHO, right? So we can take a look at this also on SDO. This is what SDO is just another satellite, but this is in low Earth orbit, and it's always watching the sun. So, and we're actually in eclipse season too, so you might see this go black for a minute. Eclipse means there's nothing going in front of the sun. The Earth is actually passing between the satellite and the sun. That's why it goes dark. Okay? So let me just kind of bring this back. And what I want you guys to look here, you know, if we were to back that up just a little bit, it looks pretty normal, right? Unless you really dive in right there. You can see how dark and just how, even on the sun, that was very, very dense. So, and what that is, that's a magnetic filament. It's these ropes that lay on the sun. And they erupt sometimes. And it causes a CME, a coronal mass ejection. So, as I go forward here, wham, right? I mean, look at that. Woof. First off, you can see it's just a large area. And again, we don't see this very often. That's a lot of plasma leaving the sun. Okay? Now, I will also say this. It does look like a fair amount of that got pulled right back. Okay? But I want you guys to see this too. See where my cursor is right here? If this would have happened right here, like in the Earth strike zone where it could really affect us, we would have been also talking about what we call a ring of fire here on the sun. Okay? Right there. You see that? So basically, it just opens up a little bit. It's just something we call it, just because that's what it looks like. It's a canyon of fire. It's not really fire, though. I mean, I'm not going to get into that right now. But as you can see, wham, 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 boom, boom, boom. Okay? And we had an ejection over here at the same time, and that's not out of the ordinary. I've talked about that at length before. A lot of times, you'll get an eruption and then 180 degrees on the other side of the sun, either right before or even right after, and in this case, almost during, you'll get one that pops off the other direction. So that's what you got there. Now, there's a lot of magnetic filaments laying on the sun right now, but, you know, we got to keep an eye on that. Now, we also got these coronal holes. That's just a hole in the Earth, in the sun's atmosphere, and what that does is it allows plasma and stuff just to flow out. So, yeah. Hey, Miss V, good to see you. Okay, that ain't wanting to play for some reason. How about if I do that? There it goes. Okay, this is just a different angstrom of light, so I'll let that play for a minute and let you guys see this. This is current, right? And this, why I said that is because this isn't. This is back on the 7th. That's when that 7th and 8th is when that big one happened. Okay. We've had another eruption since then, and that's why we're going to be talking about the geomagnetic storm tomorrow. That's what's supposed to be hitting us tomorrow, and we'll go over that. But as you can see here, I'm going to show it to you here, the eruption for tomorrow. I think it came from down here, and it could have even came from this. I don't think it did, though. Some pretty big sunspots right there. I'm not really sure exactly which sunspot caused this, or where exactly that CME actually launched from. It's kind of hard to tell. It could be this right there. Okay? And it could be this over here. You see what I'm saying? Everything is in the southern hemisphere right now of the sun, and it makes it hard. We also had an eruption right here where there are no sunspots. It's just a filament. Okay? So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that on that end of it. for now. But that's why we're getting this CME hitting us, right? And you can tell here on the vertical that it's on the southern part of the Earth, right? So that's going to tell you that it most likely launched from the southern part of the sun. Okay, and it is hitting us on all three axes here. You know, you got your top down, you got your vertical, and then you got your stretch. This is the orbital line of Earth, and it's stretched out in a straight line. So we'll just, we'll do that. Okay, now this one again is the same one, but I think I might be able to show you guys a little bit better here. Hopefully, if it's going to let me do it. This thing is really, really running slow for some reason. Not really sure why, but it is. So we'll just give it some time here and see if it can. Okay, there it is. You see how dense it is on this image right there? Look at that. Okay, so yeah, look at that. That's crazy, isn't it? Kind of crazy. Anyway, so I mean, it's just really dense. So I can't really say much more about that. But here's our sunspot situation, right? This is current. Now this is a big sunspot, so we could be getting some flaring from that. It looks pretty stable right now, so we're just going to kind of leave it at that. But we got some big ones on the back that's going to be rotating through. So this is not slowing down at all. Also, I want to point something out to you guys that there's not a whole lot of people are talking about this. Now I know I haven't been here for almost a month, but I still keep up on this. Okay, it's not, I always look at it all the time. You can ask my moderators. I leave messages all the time about this stuff. Adam and Dex and everybody else. And by the way, with Dex, guys, please keep Dex in your prayers. Him and his family. That's just what we got to do. He's having some health stuff going on in his family, and we just need to pray for him and his family. Okay. So if you guys do that, please do that. We love you, Dex, if you're listening, bud. Anyway, these two sunspots right here. See how close together they are? All right. Now remember, you can see how the red's on the left and then the blue's on the right, right? So we got positive, negative, left, right. Down here, it's opposite of that in the southern hemisphere. So what you're noticing here is the sun cycle is getting ready to reset. Okay, and what that is that is a pole flip on the sun. As these things migrate towards each other, see how close they're getting? This is the equator of the sun right here. So just like here on Earth, when those things, once it starts to flip, it flips, right? And the evidence of that is, and I've shown you guys this 1,000 times. Early on in the sun cycle, the sunspots were up here and down here. So we are progressing, just like it always does. It's just what it is. So let me let's go to, yeah, here's another image of that. This is just a different style on the same satellite. Okay, you can see how big that is. You could probably fit about, I don't know, 20, 30 Earths in that, if not more. That's how big that one little spot is. But NOAA's got this thing hitting us about the same, like I said earlier, late in the day tomorrow, about midday is about to start. But they got this, it's not very dense, it doesn't look like. And frankly, the speed doesn't look very high. So why I'm pointing that out, it's going to greatly depend on this right here, this BZ. So if this gets to -6, it opens us up. And we just draw it right in, right? We're in that magnetic position. That's just what it does. So that's what we look for, the -6. So if it gets there, then yeah, we're probably going to get a geomagnetic storm. If we stay in the positive, there's a good chance that won't even put us in the storm level. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that. So if we don't get into a geomagnetic storm, most likely that's why. Also, they could be off on the direction of it and the speed and all of that. I don't know if we know what's yeah, I don't know, Ilea. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I just know that he's having some family health issues. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's him or I don't know. I just simply don't know. I just know that all I know is what Marsh said, what Adam said, and I'm praying for Dex. So that's all I got for you. Anyway, in his family. So okay. So yeah, check that out, guys. I mean, isn't that kind of crazy looking? Let's just be real. That's crazy. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I thought the same thing. Look at this. This is unedited. Completely unedited. When I seen this, I sent it straight over to my moderators. We kind of were talking about it a little bit. But let me go over here to Soho. And we'll go back here to the 8th. And I will... Let's just start it right there. Let me back it up. Now, what I'm going to do... And what I'm saying is, this is right in that same spot where that big eruption happened on the sun, right? So I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to show you and let you guys decide for yourself. I really don't have a position on it. But anyway, here it is on stereo egg right here, okay? So watch right here. See how quickly it went to that? Now, normally I would just not even bring this up. Okay, I just wouldn't. That's just not what I usually, I just wouldn't. Just because if there's only one image, whatever, right? But when I looked at this, if you look at that and you see where the light is, and then the shadow, that would be all in the right, correct spot if it was something there. Okay, so I don't know what else to say about that. I'm just going to show it to you guys a few times here and see how it kind of hung out in that, just like that. So I'll just leave it at that. And what I'll do is I'll kind of do this at a slower pace, but not real slow. You can see the movement of it. It's just, yeah. I don't know, guys. All I know is it was inside that CME. That's all I can say. So, and I'm not making any claims here at all. There's no way I could say anything 100% provable or anything anyway. No matter what my opinion is on this. I tend to look at this and I see these shapes a lot inside of CMEs all the time. Okay? So I don't want people to think that I'm just grabbing a hold of, I'm going to, it ain't like that at all. It's just this one here, the correct oval, even like the line of it is just like almost a perfect oval. It just, the line is really crisp, and and as you can see, you see how it's kind of got the shadow, then it gets lighter, and then it gets, exactly how if light was shining from the sun. Okay, so yeah, it's just very odd. Exactly. Well said. Well said. Hey, Ron, good to see you, bud. Good to see everybody. I'll stop and say hi here in a minute. Can you guys give me a roll call, please? Please, please, please. And guys, I want to say this too. Thank you guys to all the members that have stuck with me this month. You guys had absolutely no reason to. And you did anyway. I can't tell you how much me and my family appreciate that. I am back every day now. I know I said that before. But I've actually already got some videos already made. So, well, thank you, Broken Fish. I appreciate you. It does, doesn't it, Chardy? Where we at here, guys? Where are we from? Kentucky, Utah, North Carolina. That's right, Ron. Ron's down there. Guys, go check him out. You got to. You have to if you do anything with earthquakes or preparedness at all. Emergency Management Associates. I seen IG in here too. She was she's one of the mods over there. She's a mod here too. Hey, Heather Joy, good to see you, girl. Wow, good to see everybody. All right, so look at that. I mean, it just kind of blew my mind when I seen that. It was just something I really couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. Sometimes we'll put like filters on that just to kind of draw things out, just to see what's actually there. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Now, again, I'm not claiming anything here. I just want everybody to know that straight off the get. I really don't want anybody to sit there and think that anything is crazy with that, because, and let me show you why. Okay, and it doesn't necessarily prove one thing or another when I show you this. Let me find what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me back this up. Okay, so you can see it start right there, right? See, again, this isn't even what I showed you. You see how that's even in an oval shape? And it would make sense because this satellite is from the side of the sun. This isn't from our point of view. Like I said, remember, this one is from our point of view. We're looking at this same CME, but we're looking at it from this side. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody knows that. I should have said that already. I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, here it is. So here's what we're looking at. That's where I started to see something just kind of crazy there. And you can see how I don't know, guys. And the other thing is the other satellite, right? I'm not seeing it there. And that's what I'm trying to say. So don't think that I'm making any kind of claims here at all on anything, like there's some big, massive whatever out there. I'm just showing it to you guys. You guys make up your... I just thought it was really odd. The perfect, like, lines and everything in it, that was just... I sent one to Adam one day, and that CME looked just like Bob Marley. I'm not even kidding. It was funny. And I showed it to you guys. It was hysterical. It literally looked like Bob Marley his head was right there by the sun. And once again, it was, unedited also. So yeah. Wyoming. Distorted? You talking about my sound? My sound distorted? Cool. Yeah, guys, so, hey, Virginia, good to see you. Scrappy Dappy, what's happening, Scrappy Cat? California, Virginia's Indiana. Great Dandy Wedges Raw, that's right, baby. Heather Joy's in the house of surgery. What's up, bud? Okay, let's see here. Lower class citizen, what's up? Southern California. Hey, you're out there with J-Poss. I see Wise-Jen in here, too. She is from Wisconsin. I know that. Oklahoma-Texas border. Man, you get a lot of bad weather. Guys, I'll show you. Hey, Monk, see, good to see you. Good to see you. Mary Miles out Wyoming. Leon Russell, Northeast Tennessee, baby. Heck yeah. Hey, Hope, good to see you. I'm trying to go back here and say hi. Southern California, Mojave Desert. That's IG, baby. Still praying for you, girl. Always. Just so you know. Tracy Q, good to see you, girl. Oklahoma is where Lance is from. Broken Fish, what's happening? What's happening? Okay, guys. So, yeah. Yeah. If you guys got any questions, pop them in there to me. Again, I'm going to be back tomorrow with you guys. I'm going to try to get to a week schedule. I'm done making promises on what time I'm going to be here because I always fail. Okay, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm going to try to be here roughly about the same time every day, just so you guys know. And I'm going to try to do it probably in the evening. I may even do it like a 2-minute morning video. I'm going to try to get some stuff that I wanted to share with you guys anyway and go ahead and record it. And I can just go live and then show you the video with me basically doing what I'm doing here. It'll cut down on the squirreling that I do, so I'll be able to get that out of there, but I'll still be live. Okay? So just know that. So if you guys could, please turn your notifications back on. I am back. I'm coming back. This is it. This is what we're doing. And here we are. I'm not going to sit here and try to, I always jack it up when I say I'm going to be here. Now, to talk about why I haven't been here. I'm not going to go into any kind of detail right now, but I was in the hospital once or twice. Well, let's see here. Yeah, twice. and well, I hurt my back really bad. I don't even know what happened. I got a disc that's blown out in my back again. I'm already fused up and down. It's ridiculous, and I'm hurting again already. Um, but that was part of it. Plus, my wife, my daughter, we have all had issues that that we've had to be taken care of. Now, does that mean I couldn't have made some videos? It absolutely does not mean that. I probably could have. And I will just be completely honest with you guys, mentally, with all that stuff going on, I couldn't get myself to do it. And now things are kind of getting back and slowing down, and I'm going to be here. So, yeah. Yeah, we are going to see some wild weather, aren't we? Southeast Oklahoma, baby. What's up, Sergeant? John in the Spirit, what's up? See you, bud. Thanks for stopping in, man. Hey, Mug Searcher. Said hi to you already, but yeah, I think we probably are. Listen, I was going to talk about that. We got pictures on Facebook from some friends that are just north of us, here in on the border of Indiana, Ohio, and yeah, flood, big time flood, like up to their porch flood type of stuff. It's crazy. Back at you, JW. Appreciate you. I'm getting there. Surgery. I've got some stuff going on with my ticker too. I don't really want to get into that, but it's a big deal. I don't want to get into it though. I'll share more of that on like a members only stream or something like that. So if you guys want to consider being a member, please do at some point down the road. I understand if you want to want to wait a while on that to make sure I'm going to be here every day. I get it. But please come back and at least watch my videos. Please leave a like and share them out. That really does help. And there's a new hype function too. I'm not sure if anybody's told you guys that. There's a hype function that you can see. You can hit hype on there, and I think you can hype up a video 3 times a week. You can use your hype function from your channel 3 times a week on whatever videos. So if you hype me up, I would be appreciated. I'm just trying to get back. I got to get back into this, and I got to get back into the algorithm and make sure everything's good. Yeah, even some of the buttons and places where things aren't in the same place. So it's crazy. But anyway, so yeah. So let me just play this for you. We'll let that run a couple minutes here, and but thanks, guys. I so much appreciate everybody. If something happens before now and then, big time stuff, I'll come out and give you guys at least an update. Might be a short, because I don't do shorts, but I can post there. Thanks, Wise Jen. I appreciate you. I guess I don't need to email you. Do you want to be a managing mod? If you do, just tell me yes, and then we'll make that happen. Okay. I was going to ask you that a long time ago, and I just never did. You've been here and earned it, and you're always very constant, and it's almost a given. If anybody's a managing mod or a moderator over on Marfugal, I try to make them that here. So if you want to do that, just put just yes, and if you say no, I get it too. No harm done. Okay. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate you. I really do. Appreciate all you guys. I truly, truly do. But anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on that stuff. Oh, so a managing mod, it is a moderator that actually has a little bit more. Well, basically the only thing they can really do extra, I guess, is you could put the chat in slow-mo for me if I was to ever get that busy. Which I don't know that I think I've been that busy once or twice. I'd like to get back there again, guys. I really do. I want to make this thing just blow up, and if it does, yeah, the people. I promise you guys, I'll make it worth it for you guys. All right, cool. If you're on Telegram over on the Marfugal mod group, if you're on Telegram at all, just hit me up over there, and I'll talk to you there about it a little bit more so you know what's up. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and pop off here, but remember, guys, geomagnetic storm possibly tomorrow. Share this out. Show them this picture right here. Show it to them. Just ask them how interesting that is. That's unedited. Just show it to them, and they're probably going to be like, and even with this thing like moving, it's kind of crazy. And by the way, guys, you know, keep Mark Pyers in your prayers too. He just lost his dad a few weeks back. You know, guys, it's just, yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jammer. I appreciate you. George, what's up? Jan's in the house. Sergeant Bubba. Double IBS. Red light therapy? Okay, I'll check it out. I've heard about that before. I just never really, like, dove into that. I'm back, Virginia. Remember that, guys. Please check back every day. Turn your notifications on. Again, please share and like. It does it. You guys, people don't know that don't do channels, don't realize just that simple little share and like, how much it really pushes the video out. It's crazy. Back at you, the old way. Back at you. Okay, cool. Hey, IG, for real, I'm still praying for you. I really am. And Miss V, I still need to email you. All that stuff started happening when you emailed me, and if you're still here, just know that I'll be emailing you here this week. Things are starting to get back to where I can do that. So, Soup 22, baby, what's up? But yeah, I got some cool stuff too, guys. I was going to show you. My setup here is going to change a little bit too. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Back at you, Ron. I'm going to get you on here too. You know that, right? You're going to be on the show. I just haven't, when we started talking about that and all that stuff started happening with me. Right back at you, Hope. Right back at you. Thank you for saying that. All right, guys. I really need to go. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, oh, one more thing. I thought about putting a camera because Jammer got a tripod for me. I'm using an old phone. Would you guys like to have me put my face like at the bottom? I know some people like that because you can see me talking and stuff. I don't want to crack somebody's like TV screen from my ugliness or anything. But if you guys would rather have it like that, because some channels like that, some people don't. Maybe I'll try it and see what you guys think. But leave me a comment too if you could. If you guys want me to do something like that or don't, just tell me. Say, please don't do that or please do it. Whatever you guys prefer. I just want some feedback, okay? I also been working on my studio here. I call it my studio. It's just a corner of a room. Simple as that. But anyway, guys. All right. For the last time here, God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.